How can your back to school transition be easier if you start building habits on day one? Hi, my name's Catherine, and I'm a therapist with Mindful Healing. When it comes to back to school, it's a big disruption in our everyday. We've been doing something completely different for 3 months, and the routine of going back to getting up at a specific time and having to make sure we're going to sleep early and committing ourselves to school for several hours a day can be really jarring and tiring. A lot of the times our instinct is to slowly transition into that space, to wake up in the morning and go to school and then come home and maybe take a nap or relax and try and get into a pattern where we can kind of enjoy ourselves for a little while and slowly transition away from our summer mentality. This is valid, but unfortunately, it also establishes some pretty unhelpful habits right off the bat. When we change our routine drastically, we are rerouting a bunch of different habits in our brain and establishing new ones, which actually means it's a great time to try and establish the habits we want and the routines we're aiming for in the long term, as opposed to slowly transitioning in. Because school doesn't really have a lot of options as far as transitioning slowly, because we have to be there that very first day, right on time, early in the morning, we tend to transition other parts of our routine around school instead. So that's things like our study habits, doing our homework, eating breakfast, etc. Those habits are going to be the most important, however, for long term transitioning into school. So instead, leading up to school, try and establish what you want your routine to look like. It doesn't have to be a full schedule, it doesn't have to have timestamps on it, but you should have a decent flow from one activity to the next, identifying what it is you want to do in order to be the most successful you can be. That might mean coming home from school and going straight to homework. That might mean engaging in practice, taking a shower, and then engaging in homework. It really comes down to what your personal experience is going to be and what you feel will be the most successful for you. But building habits from day one will make it much, much easier to be successful in the long term. And it'll actually make the transition from summer into school feel much faster. If you have any additional questions about how you can build routines and scheduling around school, please reach out to Mindful Healing. Thanks.